feeling trapped by your own schedule. Every minute meticulously planned, yet progress remains elusive. This is your warning. The rigid time blocking technique you rely on could be sabotaging your self-improvement journey. You might think you are being productive by checking off tasks one by one, but this strict approach may actually be holding you back. Many people find themselves caught in a time-blocking trap. Picture this: you wake up ready to conquer your day, each hour mapped out: perfect meetings, exercise, creative time. But as the day unfolds, unexpected challenges arise. Those meticulously planned blocks can quickly morph into chains, and frustration sets in. This rigidity breeds a cycle of guilt. You promised yourself to stick to the plan, but now you're falling behind. The more you struggle against those inflexible blocks, the more disheartened you become. Anxiety creeps in as you glance at the clock, realizing you're not where you thought you'd be. Imagine trying to write an article at a coffee shop. You've set aside 2 hours, but distractions abound: baristas chatter, your buzzing phone. Suddenly, those time blocks feel like prison bars, stifling your creativity instead of boosting productivity. This struggle can turn self-improvement into a source of stress rather than joy. Ironically, you started this journey seeking freedom, yet you've boxed yourself in with your own rules. Now, consider this: are you truly in control of your schedule, or are you trapped in a script that no longer serves you? It's time to recognize the warning signs of a time-blocking strategy that may be holding you hostage. Embrace flexibility and allow spontaneity to guide you. Your productivity can feel more like a dance than a rigid march. By letting go of the notion that productivity is a strict line to follow, you can transform it into a more organic and fulfilling journey. So take a moment to reflect. How can you start to loosen the grip of rigidity in your life? Begin small. Allow yourself the grace to adapt and breathe. Remember, self-improvement isn't a race, it's a journey that thrives on exploration rather than confinement. If you found this perspective interesting, consider subscribing for more insights on navigating your journey with ease and purpose. Your path to self-improvement deserves it. Have you ever had one of those days when your carefully planned schedule just fell apart? You might be making a common mistake that's hindering your growth without you even realizing it. Imagine this: you set up a strict schedule, blocking off every hour, believing that this structure will ensure your success. But beneath that control lies a hidden risk that could derail your self-improvement journey. Picture this scenario: you wake up feeling optimistic, ready to tackle your goals. But as time ticks by, unexpected distractions pull you away. Suddenly, you're not just running behind, you're questioning your entire approach. What if I told you this struggle goes beyond time management? It's about the very system you've created. Many people think strict schedules boost productivity. But here's the catch: that rigidity can stifle your creativity and flexibility. We often forget how important it is to be adaptable and trust our instincts. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, frustrating and unproductive. Imagine you're in a meeting trying to focus on a discussion that's veering off your planned agenda. You feel the urge to steer it back, but what if that detour leads to your next big idea? Sticking too rigidly to your plan might mean missing out on opportunities just waiting to be discovered. As you cling to your schedule, you might not realize you're creating a mental battlefield. The stress of trying to adhere to your own rules can lead to burnout. It's a cycle: you plan strictly, then feel guilty when life interrupts. That guilt, it slowly chips away at your motivation. Take a moment to consider this: what if, instead of adhering strictly to the clock, what if you allowed yourself the freedom to shift gears when inspiration strikes? These small adjustments could completely change how you view productivity. Here's the good news: you don't have to abandon your time blocking strategy. Instead, think about adding some flexibility to your schedule. Allow for spontaneity within your structure. Maybe leave a block open for creative brainstorming or take a walk to clear your mind. Before you dismiss this idea, think about how many times you've forced yourself to sit at your desk, only to find your mind wandering. What if those moments of distraction are your mind's way of asking for freedom, a signal to explore new ideas? As you reflect on this, remember, it's not about eliminating your schedule, it's about enhancing it. The key is balance. Give yourself permission to step away from the clock and let your instincts guide you sometimes. So, as you gear up for your next planning session, ask yourself, are you truly in control of your schedule, or is it controlling you? Embrace the art of flexibility and see how it can transform not just your day, but your entire approach to self-improvement. And while you're pondering this, consider sharing your thoughts. How might a little flexibility change your routine? There's real power in conversation, and the journey to self-discovery doesn't have to be a solo endeavor. Did you know that your strict time blocking might actually be holding you back? It may sound surprising, but many people find themselves caught in a frustrating cycle, believing they're being productive. What if I told you that the very system designed to help you could be hindering your progress? Let's discuss a common mistake. You've meticulously planned your day, assigning every hour to specific tasks. Sounds efficient, right? But here's the catch: this method can create a false sense of productivity. What if those tight schedules are stifling your growth instead of fostering it? Picture this: it's Monday morning, and you've mapped out your week down to the last minute. You settle in with your coffee, ready to tackle your tasks. But by noon, anxiety starts creeping in. You're falling behind, and the pressure to catch up is mounting. Does that sound familiar? What you might not realize is that this rigidity can lead to self-doubt. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, because it often does, those perfectly planned blocks can become sources of stress. Instead of adapting, you push harder against the clock, thinking that's the solution. But is it really? Let's take a moment to reflect. Think back to a time when you felt truly free, maybe while enjoying a coffee or taking a leisurely stroll in the park. You were present, ideas flowed effortlessly, and creativity sparked. Now, imagine trying to squeeze that experience into a rigid schedule. Once into a 30-minute time block, can you feel the tension? The pressure to perform and check off tasks can stifle your creativity. But what's the real hidden danger here? It's not just about productivity, it's about your mindset. You start to tie your self-worth to how well you adhere to this rigid schedule. When you don't meet those expectations, the cycle of disappointment deepens. Now, before you think about tossing your planner in frustration, let's explore a different approach. Imagine having flexible time blocks instead of a strict schedule. You might still have commitments, but the freedom to rearrange things allows you to embrace spontaneity. This small shift can ignite your motivation and creativity in ways that rigid planning never could. As we wrap this up, consider your own habits. How often do you feel trapped by your schedule?